Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some Frozen Gen content. That's right. Alright, so today we're going to try to alleviate some boost issues. So as we've mentioned prior to this and all the videos you've seen, we run a little bit of boost. So let's try to cut that down a little bit. Alright, so no shocker here, guys. I went out and picked us up a new wastegate for the truck. Again, BD Diesel Performance, you know where it's at. Alright, so before we get started, part number. Alright, so if you got an HX35 94 to 98.5, that's your part number right there. So if you are in dire straits and tired of over spooling that little HX35, make sure you go on to bddieselperformance.com, pick that up. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so just so we go into a little bit of in-depth detail here. So on your rod right here that goes into the diaphragm for the wastegate, you're gonna have an adjustability rod. You can do this at the factory by just changing the turnbuckle, but with this one right here, it's already preset at about 30 PSI. For me, that's kind of what I'm gonna go ahead and just keep it at. I wanna hold it at 30 PSI, and that's where I want to run this truck for right now. Again, something big's in the works, and this right here is just filler in between, but I want to do an install video on how to go ahead and remove this. And it's best if you have a little bit of shop supplied air, which my truck does have. So if you're in a shop, it's a little bit easier to install a wastegate. If not, then you're going to struggle a little bit. I'd recommend taking it to a shop, to be honest with you, because again, you need to apply at least the cracking point of the wastegate in order to actually get the rod onto the actual wastegate actuator itself on the back of the turbine housing. So again, not really a big job by any means, just depending on how rusted out yours is. I'll kind of give you an idea here. All right, a little bit of light here is going to help. Okay, so you've got one nut there, and then on the bottom of it you have another nut. You've got right back here, you've got the rod itself, and it goes back into the back side of the turbine housing. And then of course you've got the hose that runs right to, from the boost elbow over to it, which again, no big job there. You've seen me take that hose off a few times for previous testing. Again, not a big job, but it's mostly just a pain in the butt depending on how rusted out your wastegate housing. Guys, so normally I would tell you everything you need to go ahead and tear your parts down that you're getting ready to replace. This one right here, you're gonna have to kind of get creative. Again, especially if you got a truck that's of this age, 23, 24 years old, you're gonna end up having to deal with, you know, surface rust. If it's the charger's never been replaced or the wastegate's never been replaced, you're gonna have to get creative. And let me kind of show you. So, as you can tell, this is the wastegate, or what's left of it. So, I had to cut it. So basically all the studs had to get cut, and also here's your wastegate actuator rod. It's also cut. So, I'm not going to tell you that you need to avoid using a 7/16 wrench or socket to go ahead and pull those nuts off, but saws all come handy, and anytime you get to a tight spot and 7/16 wrench ain't going to work for you, vice grips, various sizes. But we did test the diaphragm and everything with the wastegate, and we just found out the diaphragm was blown. 40 PSI, it was just shooting out of there. So that's at least gave me my finalization that, hey, this is the reason why we're overspooling this charger, is at the end of the day, the wastegate's just not functioning at all. So we'll go ahead and install and test. All right, guys, so here's your final result. Like I said, not the worst job on earth you'll ever do, but It's just time consuming, and you're dealing with rust and stuff like that. That's the only downfall. If you got a clean charger, this is a very easy install. And I actually misspoke. The E-clip, they actually do give you one in the kit, so you actually get everything you need aside from this bracket right here. Some kits you can get the bracket and the whole assembly, but aside from that, not a big major install. They give you a new hose leading all the way up to your boost elbow. So like I said, easy install. It's just you're dealing with the truck more than you're dealing with the parts. But like I said, let's go ahead and test drive it. Let me put the intake back on, and we're going to go and run it, see what she does. I got it preset factory from 30 psi. Hopefully we can maintain that. I just want to see what it does before our next major upgrade comes soon. All right, guys, moment of truth. Do we think we lowered boost pressure? Well, let's go find out. I think the answer to that question was pretty much yes. That's a pretty good little rip right there, and she held at 41 psi. So at least we know we've lowered boost pressure. So now for the next goal. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video here. As we've seen, we did obviously drop boost pressure. Did we kill power? Maybe slightly, but you know, the other thing I can say is, God, I love these old mechanical trucks. I drive this thing every day. Go back over to this thing is just a completely 360, just an absolute blast to drive over, you know, something that's 23,000 pounds and slow ass common rail. I'd much rather drive this, but at the end of the day, we did see obviously a drop in boost pressure, 41 psi. So finally, after all these manipulations we've been trying to do, we've seen a drop in boost pressure. But you know, at the end of the day, it comes at a cost, which is, again, we're trying to save the charger. We're not seeing 49, 50 psi. We're seeing 41 under full load. Obviously, we're probably seeing an increase in EGT because now that air is just now being restricted and sent out the exhaust. So we'll go ahead and end it there. Remember, guys, P-Pump the world. Share, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.